Hello my dear students, this is Devendra, your chemistry teacher. So today now we are going to discuss about charge on colloidal particles that are the part of your chapter 5. So charge on colloid particles, so let's discuss. First of all, colloidal particles always carry an electric charge. The nature of this charge is the same in all the particles in a given colloidal solution and may be either positive or negative. The presence of equal and similar charge on colloidal particles is largely responsible in providing stability to the colloidal solution because the repulsive force between charged particles having same charge prevent them from coalescing or aggregating when they come close to one another. Okay, now we are going to talk about the electrophoresis. This is one of the application of and the properties also of colloidal solutions, in which electrophoresis, first of all you need to know about colloidal solutions. They are neutral towards the electricity. So the existence of charge on colloidal particles is confirmed by electrophoresis experiment. Okay, so now as you can see in this picture, so when electrical potential is applied across two platinum electrodes dipping in a colloidal solution, the colloidal particles move toward one or the other electrodes. The movement of the colloidal particles under an applied electrical or electric potential is called electrophoresis. Positively charged particles moves toward the cathode, while negative charged particles move towards the anode. This can be demonstrated by the following experiment. As you can see in this. Okay, and when electrophoresis movement of particles is prevented by some suitable means, it is observed that the dispersion medium being to move is an electric field. This phenomenon is termed electroosmosis. Okay, now we are going to discuss the protection of colloids. So earlier we have read about the lyophilic and lyophobic. Okay, so now lyophilic salt are more stable than lyophobic salt. This is due to the fact that lyophilic colloids are extensively solvated. Colloidal particles are covered by a sheath of the liquid on which they are dispersed. And lyophilic colloids have a unique property of protecting lyophobic colloids. When a lyophilic salt is added to the lyophobic salt, the lyophilic particles form a layer around lyophobic particles and thus protect the later from electrolytes. Lyophilic colloids used for this purpose are called protective colloids. Now we are going to discuss about the emulsion, that is the liquid colloidal system. So the dispersion of finely divided droplets in another liquid. If a mixture of two immiscible or partially miscible liquids is shaken, a coarse dispersion of one liquid in the other is obtained, which is called emulsion. In a simple way, a coarse dispersion of one liquid in the other is obtained, which is called emulsion. Generally, one of the two liquids is water. There are two types of emulsion. When oil dispersed in water and when water dispersed in oil. So now what does it mean? Oil dispersed in water? It means when oil is mixed within water. And now second, when water is mixed with in oil. Okay, so that is the example of oil in water and water in oil. O/W, it means oil in water, and W upon oil means water in oil. So in the first system, water acts as dispersion medium. Examples of this type of emulsion are milk and vanishing cream. In milk, liquid fat it is dispersed in water. In the second system, oil acts as dispersion medium. Common example of this type of are butter and cream. And the more information you can read in the books also. Okay guys, now colloids around us. So most of the substances we come across in our daily life are colloids. The meals we eat, the clothes we wear, the wooden furnitures we use, the house we live in, the newspaper we read are largely composed of colloids. Following are interesting and noteworthy examples of colloids. Blue color of sky, the dust particles along with water suspended in air, scattered blue light from reached your eyes, and the sky looks bluish to us. And fog, food articles, blood, soils, formation of delta, they all are the form of colloids. Food articles like milk, butter, halwa, ice cream, fruit juice are colloid is one form of or the other. Now blood, it is also a colloidal solution of a albumin substance. The styptic action of alum and ferric chloride. Alum means Fitkari. The ferric chloride solution is due to coagulation of blood forming a clot which stops further bleeding. Because alum is have you seen a number of times when we when a other cut a bound when he shaped, so they use a fitkari to means alum to stop bleeding. Okay, now we are going to talk the application of colloids, that is the last topics in our chapter 5. Okay guys, so application of colloids. So, the first application of colloids is precipitation of smoke. Smoke is a colloidal solution of solid particles such as carbon, arsenic compound, dust, smoke, etc. In air, the smoke before it comes out from the chimneys is led through a chamber containing plates having a charge opposite to that carried by smoke particles. The particles of coming in contact with these plates lose their charge and gets precipitated. So the particles thus settle down on the floor of the chamber. The precipitator is called Cottrell precipitator. As you can see in this picture also, the precipitated S also settled down. Okay, now we have a second application, the purification of drinking water. So the water obtained from natural sources often containing suspended impurities. And have you seen a number of times Fitkari means LMA is added to such water to coagulate the suspended impurities and make water fit for drinking purpose. Medicines. All the medicines are in the form of colloids. Okay, most of the medicines are colloid in nature. For example, Ergirol is a silver sol used in a eye lotion. Colloidal antimony is used for curing Kala Bajar. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Curing Kalazar. It's a diseases. So colloidal gold is used for intramuscular injection. Milk of magnesia and emulsion is used for stomach disorder. Colloidal medicines are more effective because they have large surface area and are therefore easily assimilated. Now tanning. Now animal hides are colloidal in nature. When a hide which has positively charged particles is soaked in tannin, which contains negatively charged colloidal particles, mutual coagulation takes place. This results in the hardening of leather. This process is termed as tanning. Chromium salt are also used in place of tannin. Cleansing action of soap and detergent, that is totally depend on the cleansing properties of soap. The micelle formation, if you can read about the micelle formation, how it is formed, it is totally elaborated on that sexes. Now photographic plates and films. Now rubber industries, industrial products, a number of industrial products like paints, inks, synthetic plaster and plastic, rubber, graphite, lubricants, cements are all colloidal solution. Graphite lubricants are used in place of grease, where is grease is not work. So now the chapter is over. It is the surface chemistry. Surface means upper part of any substances. Okay, so please paper the notes according to chapter and use the NCERT book, and notes should be in your own language. Thank you so much.